Welcome back to the 700 Club. Israeli jets attacked targets in both Lebanon and the Gaza Strip overnight. The strikes come after Palestinian groups in South Lebanon fired 34 rockets into Israel, the biggest attack since the 2006 Second Lebanon War. This comes as another terror attack in Jordan Valley took the lives of 2 Israelis. CBN's Chris Mitchell reports now from Jerusalem.
Israeli jets pounded weapons manufacturing sites, tunnels, and rocket launchers on both its northern and southern borders. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened Israel's security cabinet Thursday to respond to the attacks that came on the first day of Passover, when Jews celebrate their deliverance from Egypt. Netanyahu warned Israel's foes.
Recently, I've made it clear that our enemies should not misjudge us. The internal debate in Israel will not prevent us from taking action against them wherever and whenever necessary. All of us, without exception, are united on this.
Benny Gantz, former IDF chief of staff and now head of the National Unity Party, also emphasized that the country stands united. It's rare for Israel to hit targets in Lebanon, and Israeli leaders hold the Lebanese government responsible for attacks from its territory. However, the Iranian-backed terror group Hezbollah controls vast areas of Lebanon. Hezbollah leader Sheikh Nasrallah warned Israel about clashes with Palestinians on Jerusalem's Temple Mount and said his group would support all measures taken by the Palestinians. So far, Hezbollah has not claimed responsibility for the rockets, but Middle East experts agree any attacks would require their approval. The fighting began Tuesday night on the Temple Mount, when Muslim men barricaded themselves inside the Al-Aqsa Mosque, a situation Middle East expert Jonathan Conricus told CBN News was part of a premeditated plan by Hamas and other terror groups.
What they're basically trying to do is to create an impossible situation on the Temple Mount in the Al-Aqsa Mosque, for there to be confrontations, as there were tonight, and then for outrage to be generated in the Muslim world and for escalation to start happening.
These confrontations often take place during the month-long Muslim observance of Ramadan. Middle East experts say it's telling that so far Israel has not struck Hezbollah targets. It's likely they may want to avoid bringing Iran's proxy militia into a confrontation that could lead to war. Chris Mitchell, CBN News, Jerusalem.
A new White House report on America's withdrawal from Afghanistan blames the Trump administration. In 2021, President Biden ordered U.S. troops to withdraw from the country, resulting in the collapse of the Afghan government and military. In the following days, U.S. forces oversaw a chaotic evacuation with thousands of Afghans seeking escape. 13 American service members and more than 100 Afghans died in a terrorist suicide bombing outside the airport. Thursday, the National Security Council released a 12-page report on the withdrawal and its challenges.
The President's very proud of the manner in which the men and women of the military, the Foreign Service, the intelligence community conducted this withdrawal. But look, I've been around operations my entire life, and there's not a single one that ever goes perfectly according to plan.
The report acknowledges the evacuation should have started sooner and that military intelligence didn't anticipate the swift fall of the Afghan military. However, it also says Biden's administration's options were severely constrained by his predecessor. Turning now to Tennessee and a political firestorm after the State House of Representatives voted to expel 3 members for disruptive behavior. That action leading to accusations of stifling free speech and racism when the body voted to expel 2 black lawmakers, but not a white one. Earlier this week, 3 Democrats took over the House floor and led chants with protesters in the gallery to pressure debate on gun reform. Leaders in the Republican-led chamber charged all 3 with disorderly behavior and violating decorum and held votes to expel them. Tennessee's Republican House Speaker defended the votes and said race was not a factor.
There are consequences for action. I voted for all 3. Obviously, I thought all 3 should have been expelled.
You cannot ignore the racial dynamic of what happened today. 2 young black lawmakers get expelled and the 1 white woman does not. That's a statement in and of itself.
Tennessee House has expelled members for unlawful conduct. The calls for gun reform taking place less than 2 weeks after a gunman killed 6 people in a Nashville elementary school. All 63 members of a Chinese church fleeing persecution are on their way to America. Bob Fu of China Aid worked to secure their freedom, and he confirmed to CBN News they are expected to arrive at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport tonight. The Christian fled China 3 years ago, first to South Korea and then to Thailand as they sought asylum in the U.S. CBN News visited the congregation in Bangkok last year to tell their story. In recent days, Thai police took the group into custody and reportedly planned to deport them because their visas had expired. The U.S. Department reportedly played an important part in working with Thai officials to have them sent to the U.S. instead of China. Fu said this is truly a Good Friday blessing for the persecuted faithful in China and around the world. And remember, you can stay on top of all the news of the day at our website, cbnnews.com. Stay with us for more of the 700 Club right after this.